It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the whole package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hurry up.
Fields now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Fields on 1st down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report when they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Richardson off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there, luckily.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Richardson now on second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a 2nd and 5. second down. Here's Richardson. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Forced out to his left. Gets by him at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. Third down here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here comes the Bears punter now. Deep to return is Josh Downs. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half. Second down play, nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third down at 13. Third and long for Richardson. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Pacheco off the option. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
18 Rattler.
Richardson will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first and 10, here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Again, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they just...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the final stages of this first half. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with a trip up to Nashville.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Indy. 65 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Quick slant caught by Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will cut this lead down to 13. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Colts. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. Are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
11.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
Exactly right, and let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Richardson. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
19 Lions.
Richardson working from the gun. Oh, great grab by Chase. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No jump, ready? Gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 21-yard line.
Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. Now he's loose at the 40, and they can't bring him down. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for us Chicago Bears.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the Colts 23-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play, because as we all know,
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're... gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
James Robinson
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And he missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
And one last throw here for Fields.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, You make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Colts, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.